Blessings, Fierce Butterflies. It's Coach Renee. I hope you are doing good on the start of this beautiful day. Listen, I'm back out here at a peaceful place, and it seems like I have not been out here in a while. It is a little late, so you may hear the dogs barking and all that other stuff. But, hey, they have a right to be here too. Y'all can see I have a new rose bush over there that's going to get planted today, hopefully. If this rain, give us that break. Well, it's kind of a break now, but anyway, when my gardener get here, hopefully he'll get here before it come down too hard. But that rose bush is called the double knockout rose. It is so pretty. I wish y'all could see it in person, but it is so freaking pretty. But I'm not going to hold y'all long. I wanted to come out here this morning and share my thoughts. It just seems like I haven't been having a lot of good thoughts lately, But I guess it's called life. It reminds me of the theme song from The Facts of Life. And what they say, you take the good, you take the bad, you put them both together, and there you have the facts of life. So that's what is happening. So today, October 31st, makes 9 years that my beloved Trevin has been gone physically away from me. And they say that time heals all wounds, but sometimes I question that. I think for me, time presents us the opportunities to find ways to cope with the wound that we have. Because, think about it. You thump your toe, it gets better. Somebody offends you, okay. Your feelings hurt, but you get over it. But then there are those wounds that leave scars. And some people have small scars, and some people have gigantic scars. And I consider the loss of a child in any way, shape, or form. My son was murdered, but does it really matter how your child has passed on? The hurt is still real. Circumstances may be different, but the hurt is still real. And so I like to say what time has done for me, it has given me the opportunity to seek help in order to cope with the pain. So yes, I sit on my therapist's couch, and I'm surrounded by family and friends, and I've learned how to laugh in the memories. I've learned how to cope better with it. So, do I cry every day like I used to? No. I think for the first few years, let me tell you something. I was running out of jars to store up them tears. I was running out. It was so many tears. The pain, the hurt was so heavy. And I thank God for His grace and His mercy to align me with positive people, align me with a therapist, align me with my faith, align me with family, so that I can be able to cope better with it. And one of the biggest coping mechanisms that I have is I share my story constantly, because when he passed away, we donated his organs, and I have a huge relationship with his heart recipient, his entire family. It's like my whole new family. But I go out and I share my story, and I help bring awareness to organ donation, because as a Black community, we've heard so many things that make us turn away from organ donation. But let me tell you, if I can just tell y'all the number of people, Black, white, Hispanic, that are on a waiting list, it's just crazy. And you can check out those numbers at Donate Life. .net. But I also like to say that organ donation not only save lives of the recipients, but at least for me and the other donor families that I communicate with, it helped to save our lives, because again, it presents us that opportunity to keep them alive, not only through others but through us, by sharing their stories, by sharing their memories. Is it painful? Absolutely. My God, sometimes it make you want to knock yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So for me, instead of saying that time heals all wounds, I think it heals some wounds, but there are some wounds that I don't think will ever heal. I mean, some of us have physical scars we walk around with today. I have one on top of my forehead. That's why it's so big. My cousin bust me in the head with a rock when I was a little girl. He didn't mean to. He was outside playing, throwing rocks. And I kind of walked into the aim of it. And I bear a scar on my head to this day. And the thing about scars, they remind us. So it's the memories that become so painful and so overwhelming, because when we see the scar, we remember what happened. We remember who did it. We remember the pain. We remember the healing. It's a lot. But like I said, the wound is healed, but the scar will always be there. And just like I'm not mad at my cousin anymore for hitting me in my head, I don't cry every day about the passing of my son. And time gives us opportunity to process all that so that we can cope better. And that's why I'm able to sit here and share this video. There's my little squirrel friend running across the rope again. I don't feel like moving the camera, sorry. But yeah, so today is the 9-year anniversary of the passing of my beloved Trevin. Please hashtag Trevin Reddit. You will find my story. You will find all that I do to continue to honor his name, because let me tell you something, even in death, a parent's love never dies. And until the day I take my last breath, I will forever speak his name, Trevin Reddit. Oh yes. So did I cry this morning? No, not this morning. Do I plan on crying? No, you don't plan on crying, it just comes. But if they do come today, I welcome them. I welcome them. So I just wanted to kind of share that with y'all today. And I think I'm going to do some yard work today. I see the peak of the sun. That's a good sign. I think I'm going to do some yard work today. Get this knockout rose in the ground. God, that's so pretty. Let's see if we can see how pretty it really is. How pretty that is. Look at that. How pretty. Right? Yeah. Let me find my place again. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to share that. So this week I've been so busy these last couple of weeks, because every year Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency does a 5K run walk, and we participate every year. I didn't participate last year, but we normally do. And so I've been busy building Team Trevin, and I think I did pretty good. Well, I did pretty good, because my goal was to raise $500 in donation and get 15 registered team members. And I must say that as of right now, we have 21 team members, and we have 400 $450 in donations, but I'll hit that $500 mark today. We just $50 short. And like I said yesterday, I took a break from social media because I had to let God renew me, because in October I talk about him, not only because of his death anniversary, but also because I participate in the 5K. So yeah, it's a lot going on. But today I'll get back on social media. I've raised that $50 in no time, and the truth is, if I don't get it, it'll come out of pocket. It's all for a good cause, because all funds raised goes toward community education when it comes to organ donation. So yeah, it's all for a good cause. And I know there are a lot of horror stories out there about organ donation. I hear them all. I sit on the board. I'm one of the board members, the Life Alliance Medical Advisory Board. I represent donor families, and I hear the horror stories. I know the horror stories. I know all the myths. I know all of that. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I'm saying that there are more facts towards it being positive than it is towards being negative. And it's like when our children are out here murdered or something, we don't like to get involved until it knocks on our doors, which is the wrong time to choose to get involved. Not the wrong time, but when we wait to get involved when it happens to us, then people look at us sideways like, oh, you didn't want to help nobody else. Now it's happening to you. You want everybody to jump and help. So it's the same thing with organ donation. A lot of people don't want to hear about it. I was one of them. A lot of people don't want to hear about it. A lot of people shy away from the conversation. But until you or your loved one or a friend, someone that you are attached to, ends up on a waiting list and they need an organ donated in order to survive, you'll be just like me, raising awareness. So get the facts, research it, get the facts, and educate yourself. And prayerfully, you'll make that decision. Listen, I've been an organ donor for 9 years, and absolutely nothing has happened to me, okay? Nothing has happened to me. So no, I ain't got no accident, and they let me die so they can use my organ. No, nobody pumping no stuff in me to try to kill me and give my organs to somebody who they don't even know who it'll be a match to. Come on now. But anyway, thank y'all for letting me share my thoughts. I know that God has already strengthened me to get through the memories of this day. And yeah, sorry to be a little downer on today, but hey, like I said in the beginning, it's the facts of life. We can't be up all the time. Golly, if we up all the time, we won't know how to cope with being down. And that's the same if we always down. Goodness gracious, what you gonna do when times get better for you? You ain't gonna know how to act. Then you're gonna create people then you're gonna get on people's nerves because you're overreacting because something good done happen. So life is all about balance, okay? Balance. That's it, y'all, because then I don't want to start rambling. And like I said, I am gonna get this porch in order. I gotta get it cleaned up because I will have some people over next week to honor my beloved Trevin after we go for that walk, after we partake in some activities to honor him. And then we're gonna head over to his gravesite, put some flowers, and then we're gonna head back here and have some good little food and maybe a glass of wine or two, who knows. Anyway, thank you all as always for letting me release my emotions to you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, thank you. Welcome to the Fierce Butterfly Nation. If you're looking for positive inspiration, practical life advice, hauls, DIYs, all that good stuff. Some gardening. You know, I kind of do it all. When I feel it, I do it. You know what I'm saying? So you may get a overhaul of me doing a project, and then next thing you know, I'm sharing inspiration. Then you may get some of that, and then next thing you know, I want to show you what's planted in the yard. So it's kind of like you get it all when you come here. But whatever you get, it's going to be positive and uplifting, and it's going to be sharing the facts of life. So again, thank y'all for watching. I know it was kind of long. I normally don't do videos this long, but hey, it is what it is. I love y'all. As always, let's remember to be good to ourselves, and let's be good to one another, because it makes the world a much happier place. Blessings. Love you, Trevin.